Okay, so we're gonna try to back up this car, and we want to do it real gently. We don't want to spin the tires, because if we spin the tires, the snow's gonna melt under the tire and become ice. Then you're stuck. Once the car starts to move, then we can give more gas and speed up the car. And yeah, that's it. So clutch in, gonna go to reverse, and gonna go clutch up to bite point, give a little bit of gas, hold that clutch at the bite point. I'm riding the clutch. The car's starting to spin, so I'm gonna try to go forward. Okay, now I'm gonna go back, clutch up to bite point. I'm gonna brake, gonna go forward. Okay, gonna go reverse, gonna go forward. Okay, going forward, gonna go reverse. With my handbrake, gonna go. So I'm gonna go reverse. I'm not in gear. Gonna go forward. Gonna go reverse. Clutch up to bite. This is not a pretty way to do things, but this is how it goes. So I'm clutch up to bite. I'm ready to go. Hey YouTube, today we're going to talk about how to get unstuck from a snow when your wheels dig in and you're just spinning your tires, and people think you just go forward and backwards, and sometimes that works, but really there is a method to how to do it. And there is, I think, only one video that I seen on YouTube that shows how to do it properly, and they have a whole animation and it shows it amazingly. So I'm going to link to it so you can go check it out if you want. The issue with that video is it's in an automatic, and the way you do it in an automatic versus a stick shift is way different. It is so different that I don't think most people will figure out how to do it in a stick shift. So you're kind of screwed anyway. So I'm not really sure why I'm showing it to you, but I'm going to show it to you so you have an idea in your head. So the first thing is let's draw the ground. All right, we're going to draw the ground. Say this is snow. I'm in the parking lot and I've spun my wheels and I've made this kind of ditch where the wheels have got stuck. All right, and my wheel is in here, and let's draw a wheel. All right, so this is my wheel, and it's dug down in the snow. Okay, and it's a that's my wheel. All right, so that's my wheel, and it's dug down in the snow, and I try to go forward, reverse, nothing's happening, the wheel's just spinning. So the whole idea about this is gaining momentum and putting yourself higher up on each side of this hill, okay, until you get high enough that you have enough momentum when you roll down that you roll out of the hill, out of the ditch, okay? So you have like a front hill and a back hill, and you're trying to like swing yourself. You're basically trying to swing yourself out of this ditch. You go a little bit higher, then finally you swing out. All right, now so let's talk about that. In an automatic, the way it happens is, let me change the color. In automatic, the way it happens is you drive forward, okay? You're going to drive forward and the wheels start to spin, say around here, and you press the brake and you stop, okay? So now you're going to hold that brake down up on this side of the hill of this ditch, right? And you're going to give a little bit of gas, then release the brake, and the vehicle will, with some speed, pick up speed, roll down the ditch and up on the other side of the ditch or the hill, okay? The hill of the ditch, okay? So now you've rolled up here, you press your brake and you stop. You're stopping up here, not down here, because you're stopping up here because you're going to press your gas, okay? And you're going to try to pick up even more speed, okay, from here, and you're trying to roll down really fast and go a little bit higher. You're going to press your brake, okay, and stop there. Okay, then you're going to give a little bit of gas, roll back down with the gas, and you're going to stop up here, hopefully. Okay, you'll be able to stop there, and you've picked up height in this ditch, all right? You're almost out. You're almost out of the ditch. Now, let's see. You're almost out of the ditch, but you're not quite there yet. And you're holding your brake. You're up on this part of the hill of the ditch. And now you're going to give a little bit of gas while holding the brake. Release that brake. Car's going to go fast or with some speed. And hopefully you roll out of the ditch. All right. So each time you're trying to gain momentum out of this ditch. And that's basically how you do it. You just don't like drive forward and back, forward and back, forward and back. That's what you'll see sometimes. People just end up spinning their wheel at the bottom of the ditch. Your goal is try to swing yourself out of the ditch. All right. Now, the issue is with the manual transmission, you can't just press your brake there and press your brake and stop, okay? Because what happens is, so you drive up, you got to clutch in, brake, then with the clutch down, you got to somehow move your foot from the brake to the gas and like push the car, drive the car back, you know, and pick up that height in the ditch. And it's very, very difficult to do if you don't understand what you're doing. And even if you understand what you're doing, it is super difficult to do. All right. So to help yourself with that, learn how to clutch up to the bite point. So I'm going to drive up here. I'm going to clutch in and brake. Okay. I'm going to bring that clutch up to the bite point. And soon as I move my foot from the brake to the gas, my foot is at the bite point, the car is going to immediately want to move back with some speed because I'm giving the gas, all right? If I don't bring my foot to the bite point, if I don't like load the clutch up so that when I give gas, the car immediately starts to move, what's going to happen is that time that you're moving your foot from the floor through the dead space to the bite point, the car is going to just roll back to the bottom of the ditch. And then you're pressing gas and you're hoping you're ending up with the same thing. You're going to end up at this height and then you're going to end up to this height. Car's going to just roll back to the bottom and you're just going to end up going nowhere. It's so important that you learn how to clutch up to the bite point and like load up the clutch. So as soon as you give gas, you're able to drive the car higher every time. Anyways, That one is very complicated to understand if you don't understand why you're clutching up first to the bite point. And a lot of people don't do that. They just gast and clutch, and they will struggle with this. So I think that's it. And yeah.